Next is the RDC funding for beach access study. I guess it, correct? Yeah, sure.
And,
Oh, sorry, I was just going to explain what it was. So we did a study last year with Englobe on beach access up at the Jacket River Campground. And we only found out later on, I had gone to a seminar down in Moncton to find out about different sources of funding and things like that. And we found out that we were actually able to apply for funding for studies, even if they're studies that we're not acting on right away. But if the study's being done, that we could apply for funding. So normally with these RDC funding projects, we usually get the okay from council ahead of time, but in this case, we had already spent the money on the study, so we're getting the okay now to go back to RDC and get the funds.
All right, can we get a motion?
M 2025-09-15-96 that the council accept the agreement from RDC for project at 18,759 Beldoon beach access, and that the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the agreement.
Seconder? On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. UMNB conference, per diem.
M 2025-09-15-97 that council approve for any members of council and staff to attend the annual UMNB conference in St. John, October 3rd to 5th, 2025.
Seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Dangerous and unsightly cleanup, -98.
M 2025-09-15-98, whereas dangerous or unsightly premises are regulated by bylaws, DOP 09-2020, a bylaw of the Village of Beldoon respecting dangerous and unsightly premises, and whereas a notice of comply was registered against the property located at 2546 Main Street and identified by PID 501-42850, registration number 441-72998, because of the condition described in the notice to comply. Be it resolved that council authorize Marcel Dueron, as well as any other person deemed necessary by Mr. Dueron, to assist him to undertake the remedial works described in the notice of comply registration against the property identified by the PID 501-42850, registration number 441-72998, in order to ensure compliances with bylaw number DUP 09-2020 at the Local Government Act. Be it resolved that council authorize staff to undertake the necessary step to recover all related fees and disbursement by attempting to collect, or, if required, sending a request to the Minister of Finance for the unpaid debt and interest in accordance with the authority described in the Local Government Act.
Can I get a seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Dangerous and unsightly cleanup, -99.
M 2025-09-15-99, whereas dangerous or unsightly premises are regulated by bylaw number DUP 09-2020, a bylaw of the Village of Beldoon respecting dangerous and unsightly premises. And whereas a notice to comply was registered against the property located at 88 Chaleur Drive and identified by the PID number 20278065, registration number 441-73087, because of the condition described in the notice to comply. And whereas the notice to comply was appealed on August 7th, 2025, the appeal committee did not modify the requirements of the notice to comply, except to give an additional 14 days to remedy the situation. And whereas the appeal committee was asked but could not consider the owner requests to sell the land to Beldoon. Be it resolved that council does not agree to purchase the 88 Chaleur Drive property. Be it further resolved that council authorize Marcel Dwaran, as well as any other persons deemed necessary by Mr. Dwaran, to assist him to undertake the remedial work described in the notice to comply, registered against the property identified by PID number 2027-8065, registration number 441-73087, in order to ensure compliance with the bylaw number DUP 09-2020 and the Local Governance Act. Be it resolved that council authorize staff to undertake the necessary steps to recover all related fees and disbursements by attempting to collect or, if required, sending a request to the Minister of Finance for the unpaid debt and interest in accordance with the authority described in the Local Governance Act.
Seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. General correspondence.
Apologize, Mr. Mayor, my information here is cutting out. We have the track rail inspection report for August 2024. We have the SPCA report for August 2024. And I apologize, I don't have the other stuff in front of me. Universe Rail, and I believe we had some we had the Chaleur Regional Service report, building report. And anything else that was missed there, I'll make sure we cover it in the next meeting.
Okay. Adjournment.
M 2025-09-15-100, that the meeting be adjourned at 7:36.
Seconder.
I'll second it.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.